Om Shanti. Today's date is 27th September 2025. So we heard in today's song that the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. So to the extent you stay in the company of the truth and you stay under the influence of the truth, so we will be able to recognize our true nature. So Baba in today's Murli just reveals the secrets of Brahma, that Brahma is just accurate. The roles are also accurate. And it definitely repeats. So Baba tells Brahma gives the justice, and whatever the scenes of happiness or drama, whatever the scenes of happiness and sorrow are in drama, so these are the actions or the results of the actions. So we become happy or sorrow, we experience happiness or experience sorrow based on our own actions. Baba gives us the divine insight and he just shows us the path, and in order to follow that, we must have the understanding and start performing the actions as per the directions. And Baba tells that to the extent you are strong in the pilgrimage of remembrance, so you will be able to easily tolerate. Our intellect becomes unlimited, and we will be able to have the attitude of unlimited disinterest and have those good wishes for every soul and to have the sense of belonging. So we will have to tolerate some situations. It doesn't look like we are tolerating, because that enables the soul to accumulate the power, which enables the soul become the destroyer of obstacles. So let's listen to Baba's Murli. So in essence, Baba says, sweet children, you are now sitting in a place of study, that is the true Pathshala. This is a Hindi term, and which means it's a place of study. This is also a true satsang, that's the company of the truth. Here you receive the company of the true Father. You receive the company of the true Father, which takes you across. So your boat just goes across. So Baba asks this question. So what's the difference between understanding that you have and the understanding that other people have regarding the karmic accounts? Baba says, what's the difference between their understanding and your understanding when it comes to karmic account settlements? So answer, people believe that in this play of happiness and sorrow, it is God who gives both happiness and sorrow. In this play of happiness and sorrow, so it is God who gives both happiness and sorrow, whereas you children know this is a play about each one's karmic accounts. Baba has given a very clear cut understanding that whatever the game or the play is going on, it's based on our own actions. So the Father never causes sorrow for anyone. In fact, He comes to show you the path to happiness. So Baba comes to show you the path to happiness. Baba says, "Children, I have never made anyone unhappy." Baba has never made anyone unhappy. That unhappiness is the fruit of your own actions. Today's song, take us away from this world of sin to a place of rest and comfort. Om Shanti. You sweetest spiritual children heard the song. To whom were they calling out? To the Father. Baba, come and take us away from this iron-aged world of sin to a golden-aged world of charity. All human souls are now iron-aged. Their intellects go upwards. The Father says, no one knows me as I am or what I am. Of course, the people of the world have the understanding that God is there, but they don't have that accurate introduction of how He is and what He is. And He is that incorporeal point of light, who is an ocean of all the powers or qualities. So Baba says, Rishis and Munis, they too have been saying that we don't know the Creator, the Master, that's the unlimited Father, or the beginning, middle, and end of His unlimited creation. That's why they kept on saying Neti, Neti, which mean neither this nor that. The place where souls reside is the element of Brahma, the element of light, where neither the sun nor the moon exist. So the souls reside in that supreme abode. It's beyond the reach of the sun or moon. So neither the physical world exists nor the subtle region exists in that incorporeal world. So here in this physical world, we want the sun, moon, everything. So the stage, that is this physical world, is the stage that receives light from the moon and stars at night, and during the day the stage receives light from the sun. Those are the lights. Although those lights do exist, there is still said to be darkness. At night you still have to turn on the light. The golden and the silver ages are called the day. The path to devotion is called the night. This is a matter of understanding. The new world will definitely become old. That will then become new again. The old one will be destroyed. This is an unlimited world. Some of the homes of the kings are very large. This home is unlimited. This is the stage. It can also be called the field of action. So this world is also called a stage. So it can also be said the field of action for all human beings. Everyone has to perform actions, and of course this is the field of action for everyone, and everyone has to play their roles, and every soul has received a part in advance because the soul has that record. There are also some among you who are able to understand these things very well. In fact, this is a Gita Pathshala. Do old people ever study in a Pathshala? Here everyone studies, young and old, etc. This isn't called a Vedas Pathshala. There is no aim or objective there. Of course, we have people who visit the college or university where they teach Vedas. Baba says, but there is no aim or objective there. They study the Vedas and the scriptures so much, but they don't know what will they become by doing that. So none of those satsangs have any aim or objective where they study the philosophy or any other Vedas. Baba makes it clear that none of the gatherings or the satsangs have any aim or objective. One is embarrassed now even to call that a satsang. Only the one Father is called truth. It is of him that is said that the good company takes you across, bad company drowns you. Bad company is the company of the iron aged human beings, and only the company of the one is the company of the truth. You are now amazed at how the Father gives you this knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end of the whole world. You should have happiness of knowing that you are sitting in this true Pathshala. The knowledge uh, which is not uh, available in any of the Vedas or scriptures, that knowledge is being given here. So we children should have a lot of happiness. So Baba says you should be very happy that you are sitting in this true Pathshala. All other Pathshalas are false. No one becomes someone special by going to those satsangs. At least by going to school or college, they can become something because they study. There is no study anywhere else, and a satsang is not called a study. And as long as you are in that satsang, you listen to the sessions or their programs, you of course experience that those are good, but you don't get inspired to follow it. But here Baba reminds us every day, and Baba just takes care of us, saying that to what extent have you been in Baba's remembrance, how many divine virtues have been imbibed. So Baba just keeps an eye. So people study the scriptures and then open shops. They earn money in that way. They study the Granth a little and open up a Sikh temple. So many Gurudwaras have been opened. So the Hindi term that is Dwar, which means the door of the Guru, would be to his home. When they open the doors of big Gurudwaras, people go and study the scriptures there. Your Gurudwara, the doorway to the Satguru, is to the land of liberation and the land of liberation in life. What's the name of Satguru? What's the name of the Satguru? What's the name of our Satguru? That is the immortal image. We would have heard this term. So the Satguru is called the immortal image. He comes and opens the gates to liberation and liberation in life. That's why he is the immortal image. Death cannot come to him. A soul is just a point, and how could a soul experience death? The soul would leave its body and run off. People don't understand that a soul leaves his old body and takes a new one. So, what's there to cry about? You know that this drama is created eternally. Everyone has to play his own part. The Father has explained that those in the golden age had conquered attachment. Yes, right. Because there is neither fear nor attachment of the soul while leaving the body. Because the soul is granted visions clearly as to where the soul goes and takes that new costume. There is a story of the king who conquered attachment. Pandits relate the scriptures, and mothers, having listened to the Granth, they start to relate it themselves. Many people go there and listen to it. This is called pleasing the ears. Whatever stories or sessions which are done on the path of devotion, that's called pleasing the ears. Of course, we feel good while listening. According to the drama plan, people ask, why should I be blamed? The father says, you called out to me to come and take you away from this world of sorrow. So I have now come, therefore you should listen to him. So if you are just busy in pleasing your ears, just listening, so Baba tells, since you have called out to me, I have come, so you must listen to me. The father sits here and explains to you children. Baba tells, when you receive good directions, you should take them. You are not to be blamed. That's true in the drama. Of course, you must have the descending stage. So when father comes and gives the good directions, so you children must accept. The play about the Ram's kingdom and the Ravan's kingdom is created. In a play, some are defeated, but they can't be blamed. In the world, it's always said to have the sportsman spirit. It's not about taking seriously about the victory or defeat. So Baba tells there is nothing or no one to be blamed in the play of the victory and defeat. There is no question of a battle in this. You had that kingdom. Previously you didn't know this. You now know the ones who are serviceable and whose names are well known. Who is the most well known one in Delhi who explains this knowledge? So they instantly mention the name of Brother Jagdish. He also has a magazine printed for you. Everything is included in that. Many different points are written in that. Brother Brijmohan also writes such points. To write these points, it's not like going to your aunt's home. Therefore, they must definitely churn the ocean of this knowledge. Because when they read such magazines, people become happy, and you children also receive refreshment. Some beat their heads a great deal at the exhibitions, others are trapped by their karmic bondages. This is why they are unable to take that much of this knowledge, because Baba tells, when anyone has received the knowledge, we must have that much concern for doing service. Because Baba has given something, we must always have the concern of doing that. Just like Brother Jagdish ji and Bruj Mohan brother both have done. So we have such examples in front of us. So Baba tells, if some of the children are unable to imbibe Baba's directions due to their karmic bondages, it's of course it is in the drama. So Baba says, it's also a part of the drama for the innocent ones to be bitten. The question of why there is such a part doesn't arise, it's predestined in the drama. You can't do anything about it. Some ask, what crime have I committed that such a part has been created for me? There is no question of a crime, it's just a part of it. Some innocent ones will be instruments to be assaulted. Baba says, when there is the karmic account that gets settled in any way in the drama, so in that case, they would all say, why have I been given this part? No, this drama is predestined. Even some men are assaulted. You have to be very tolerant of those things. Baba says, whatever actions were performed by the soul has to settle that. You need a lot of tolerance power. This drama is predestined, and some of the innocent ones will be instruments to be assaulted. In that case, they would all say, why have I been given this part? No, this drama is predestined. Some men are all also assaulted. You have to be very tolerant of those things. When it's the time to settle the accounts, when you encounter such situations, you have to have the tolerance power. Because when you settle those karmic accounts in Baba's remembrance, it gets cleared very easily. You need a lot of tolerance power. Many obstacles of Maya will come. Baba tells, since you are claiming the sovereignty over the world, you do have to make some effort. There are so many calamities and conflicts, etc. in the drama. Assaults on the innocent ones has been written about. Rivers of blood will flow too. There won't be any safety anywhere. You are now able to go to centers for morning class. The time will come when you won't even be able to go out. Baba just, we all have witnessed such situations during COVID time. We were not able to even visit centers. So Baba says such situations are about to come day by day. Times are getting worse and they have to become worse. Days of sorrow will come with great force. When someone has an illness or suffers pain, he remembers God and calls out to Him. You know that only a few more days now remain, and we will definitely go to our land of peace and the land of happiness. No one in the world knows this. You children feel that you now know the Father fully. All of them think that God is an oval shape. They even worship that oval shape, that is Shivling. When you used to visit the temple of Shiva, did you ever wonder what the Shivlingam was? Since that a non-living image exists, there must also be a living being whom it represents. What's all of that? God the Creator is up above. That image is a symbol of Him, and it's used to worship Him. When those who are worthy of worship exist, these things don't exist. Baba says when the souls become worthy of worship, and that's in the golden age and silver age, so we don't find such things there. When we have become impure and we also know that there is God, that's why a form is created to worship God. People visit the Shiv temple at Kashi are also unaware that God is incorporeal and they are His children. We are His children, and why do we experience sorrow? This is something to think about. The soul says, I'm a child of God, so why am I unhappy? The Father is the bestower of happiness. You called out, O God, remove our sorrow. How can He remove that? Happiness and sorrow are the accounts of your own karma. Baba even cannot do anything. Whatever actions were performed by us, we are responsible for that. Just Baba extends that support and gives the powers to settle, so Baba will not finish the account of that. So people believe that God gives happiness as the return of happiness and sorrow as the return of sorrow. They put everything on Him. The Father says, I never cause sorrow. I return home after. Baba doesn't give happiness or sorrow. Baba returns home after granting you happiness for half a cycle. Baba just shows us the path to that land of happiness. So we start experiencing that happiness in the golden and the silver age. So this is a play about happiness and sorrow. If it were just a play about happiness, then there wouldn't be any devotion, etc. People perform worship in order to meet God. The Father sits here and explains everything to you. Baba says, you children are so fortunate. Those rishis and munis are very famous. You are Raj rishis. They are Hatha Yoga rishis. Rishi means someone who is pure. You are becoming the kings of heaven, so you definitely have to become pure. Whoever the kingdom belonged to in the golden and the silver ages, it will belong to them once again, and everyone else will come later. You now say, we are establishing our own kingdom by following Srimad. Based on Srimad. It does take time for this old world to be destroyed. The golden age has to come and the iron age has to go. The world is so large. Every city is full of so many people. And wealthy people go on world tours. However, here no one can see the whole world. Yes, they can see it in the golden age because there is just the one kingdom and a very few kings. Here, the world is so large. Who would tour the whole world? There, how many continent countries are there now? So it's highly impossible to tour the whole world because we have such a beautiful kingdom in the golden age and there are very few human beings and we can just tour that world. So Baba says, there you won't even have to travel by sea. Do Ceylon, Burma exist there? Not at all. None of those places exist there. Even the Karachi doesn't exist there. All of you reside on the banks of the sweet rivers. There are many farms and fields, etc. The world is large. Initially, Baba says, Bharat, initially it was a very large land. Initially, there are very few human beings, and then the number of them increases. Then they go abroad and establish their own kingdoms. They gradually begin to take over everything and establish their own kingdoms. Everyone now has to let go of them. What happened after golden and the silver age? The kings used to just go and conquer and establish their own kingdoms. Then it was not the king's rule, but the people's rule over people. So it is Bharat alone that has never snatched anyone's kingdom away, because many kings, emperors just snatched or looted the Bharat's treasures, but it is Bharat alone which has never snatched anyone's kingdom away. But in reality, Bharat is non-violent. It was Bharat alone that was the master of the whole world. All others came later and took pieces of land because Bharat was all the small countries of Asia were a part of the Bharat in the golden age. So you haven't taken over anyone. The British took over many countries. The Bharat, the Father is making you people of Bharat into the masters of the world. So those who belong to the master's kingdom, they always have they are the donors, they always give, they never snatch anything. So you are nowhere, but you are here. All of these things are in the intellects of you children. The old mothers can't understand any of these things. The father says, it's good that you haven't studied anything. Because you have to remove from your intellects everything that you have studied. Since mothers have come here for bhakti, that's why Baba just remembers mothers. It's good that you have not accumulated the rubbish of this old world, so you don't find it difficult to imbibe Baba's knowledge. So you have to imbibe one thing, sweet children. Just remember the Father. You don't get don't get entangled in other things. You have to just remember the Baba. You used to say, right, Baba, when you come, we will sacrifice ourselves to you. Now you then have to sacrifice yourself to us. Because we souls have called out and we have called Baba. So Baba tells, Baba has come now, so you have to fulfill the promise made at that time. Of course, there is an exchange. So Baba tells, first we have to sacrifice ourselves to Baba, then Baba will sacrifice himself and he will make us the masters of the world. At their wedding ceremony, the bride and the groom give each other salt. You tell the Father, I give you everything of mine that's old. Baba tells, whatever is the old things, you just give to me. And Baba gives so much in return of that. So you can't even dream about what you are getting. Of course, everyone has to die. Everyone is going to be destroyed. So you will then give us all of that in the new world. This is the conversation which happens. Baba, we will give everything of us, but you must give the return in the new world. The Father has come to take everyone back home. Because he is the death of all deaths and he is called the great death. In Sindh, they used to ask, which death is this that's taking everyone away? You children become very happy because the Father has come to take you back home. You will return to your home in great happiness. But there is a law that has to be tolerated. Very good mothers from very eminent homes also experience being beaten. But Baba says you are earning a true income. People don't know anything. They are the iron-aged Shudra community, whereas you are the iron-aged community. You are becoming the most elevated human beings. Who stands at number 1? The most elevated beings are Lakshmi and Narayan. Their degrees continue to decrease. They first come down from up above and then gradually continue to fall. At this time, everyone has fallen. The tree has become very old. The trunk has decayed. The tree has become very old and the trunk has decayed. Therefore, the establishment is now taking place and the foundation is being laid. Baba is just planting that sapling through us. The sapling is usually very small. Such a big tree grows from it. Then there is a tree in the golden age too. How small is this sapling at this confluence age? At this time, the tree is very small. Now see, it's very big tree. There are so many varieties of flowers of the human world. There are so many varieties on just one tree. This is the human tree of the variety of religions. We see the human world trees picture. One person's face can't be identical to another's. It's predestined in the drama that no two people can play the same part. It is unlimited, predestined, wonderful drama. There are many artificial things in this too. The things that are real continue to be used up. Then, once again, after 5,000 years, they come into the reality. Baba just explains that the soul was perfect, Sato Pradhan. It was so pure at the beginning of the cycle. As the soul passes on a journey, the soul gets influenced by the vices, but when it reaches its final part or that moment, the soul will not lose its energy completely. At that time, Baba comes and recharges the battery. So, Baba says, once again, after 5,000 years, they come into the reality, and the pictures that have been made aren't real. You will see the face of Brahma again after 5,000 years. You need a very broad and unlimited intellect in order to understand the secrets of the drama. If you don't understand anything else, just keep one thing in your intellect. I belong to only Shiv Baba and none other. Don't get entangled in any other things. Just Baba tells, have the form thing. The soul says, Baba, I will only remember you. And this is easy. While you continue to work with your hands, continue to remember the Father with your intellect. Baba says you have to remember the Father while performing actions. That's very important. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, Father, and Bab Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you, spiritual children. And we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning to the Mother, Father, and Bab Dada, and thank you, Baba. The essence for Dharna, the first one. Imbibe the virtue of tolerance and pass all the obstacles of Maya. Imbibe the virtue of tolerance and pass all the obstacles of Maya. At this time, when many calamities come, a lot of assaults take place. Baba tells, many calamities will come and a lot of assaults take place. You have to stay in the remembrance of Baba and tolerate everything. So you have to use your tolerance power and remember Baba, and you have to earn a true income. Second, become one who has a broad and unlimited intellect and who clearly understands this predestined drama. Become one who has a broad and unlimited intellect and who understands very clearly this predestined drama. Everything in this wonderful drama is predestined, therefore, no questions can arise. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Why I have been given this role? So Baba says, no questions can arise and continue to follow the directions that the Father gives you. When we follow Baba's Srimad, because that is the elevated direction, and all the actions performed on the basis of that will also become elevated, and we will be able to create a fortune. Today's blessing of Baba. May you be the one who uplifts others and together with becoming victorious, become a conqueror of Maya. At present, a lot of time is being spent on benefiting yourself. Now become one who uplifts others. Baba says we have spent a lot of time in benefiting ourselves. We are just taking time for our own progress. But this is the time to uplift everyone, as well as becoming a conqueror of Maya, become a bestower of all the treasures. That is, use every treasure. Share and increase your treasure of happiness, powers, knowledge, and virtues while giving cooperation. Whatever treasures we have accumulated, this is the time to bestow or donate and increase those treasures. When you experience the stage of a bestower, that is, when you become the one who uplifts others, you will then, at this time, you must have the stage of a bestower, and you become the one who uplifts others. You will then claim the right to the kingdom of the world for many births. So Baba says, the stage of the bestower is the call of the present time that will enable us claim us a right to the kingdom of the world for many births. Slogan: in order to become a world benefactor, bid farewell to all your weaknesses for all the time. Baba says, if you want to become a world benefactor, you must bid farewell to all your weaknesses forever. Must bid farewell. Because now the Navratri is being celebrated and we must conquer our own weaknesses. Because we must always have a powerful form when it comes to conquering our own weaknesses. Today's Abhyakt signal. Now ignite the fire of love and make your yoga volcanic. A fortress is built so that people can stay safe within it. You would not create a small enclave for a king, you would build a fortress. All of you have to build a fortress of the volcanic remembrance for yourself, for your companions, for all other souls. When there is a volcano of the power of remembrance, all the souls will then experience safety. Baba says the volcanic form of Baba's remembrance will create such powerful atmosphere where every soul feels safe. We must make such a powerful aura that no negative energy can influence us. The soul must find himself very safe in any situation. Om Shanti. This morning there is the inauguration of the media conference at 10 a.m. Shri Hari Bhav Kishan Rao of Rajasthan, he is coming to inaugurate that. If anyone is interested to attend the conference, you can just visit the conference hall. Delegates can just take their seats in the front row. There is a plenary session 1 this evening, and at 6 p.m. there is an insight session. And there is a cultural program tonight. The evening meditation from 6 to 8 p.m. is in Dadiji's meeting hall. All the vehicles which are parked on the way from museum towards this diamond hall or conference hall are to be removed. They can be parked anywhere. The Godlywood studio has launched this movie that is Light, which gives us the message of the incorporeal God Shiva choosing Brahma Baba as his medium and making the women as instruments for the world transformation. The Light has been allowed on Geo platform to be watched. Because the Geo platform it is used by majority of the population. The movie Light, it's not it's not just about the incredible contribution in giving the introduction of the Father, but also that is in introduction of the God, but also about all the instruments who had made that contribution in the sacrificial fire. There is an app that is Geo TV app or Smart TV Plus. You can watch this Light movie. You can also inform all your people. This Light movie is now available in 6 languages, that is English, French, then Tamil, etc. Sometime this is about the railway ticket. If you have booked your ticket from any of other boarding stations and if you board at this Abu Road, you will not be allowed to. You can just visit the railway reception office for additional information. Let's listen from Vandana sister about today's program of Mata's Bhatti. Since you have come for the Bhatti, all of you are requested to come to the Diamond Hall at 10 a.m. The blessing which is given by Baba, that we must use all the treasures, and Baba has already given. And today's self-respect point is, I'm a soul who is complete with all these treasures. And your schedule goes like this. You are requested to be at Diamond Hall at 10 a.m. and 10 to 11 a.m. Radha sister Shantivan will conduct the yoga through commentary. Please ensure that you reach Diamond Hall in time. Since Diamond Hall is a very huge place, you can just sit anywhere comfortably, and you must connect your intellects with the Father and have such beautiful experiences. Then 11 to from 11 a.m. onwards, we have Usha Didi ji, who will conduct the class based on the topic the way of accumulating all the treasures. Baba has given numerous treasures. And what's the count of the accumulation? Because we have to distribute, or we have to bestow all these treasures to the world. So, what's the method to accumulate? Then Usha Didiji will meet all of you, and she will give the message as Navratri is going on. So Usha Didiji will be among us till 1 p.m. Then after finishing your Brahma Bhojan, you have to write a letter to Baba. What did Baba say in today's Murli? What's the lesson which has to be learnt? That is, mine is only one, Shiv Baba, none other. It's already done, it's already made, or yet to be made. So you have to write a letter to Baba considering him as a bridegroom. So 5 to 6 p.m. there is a drill. 6 to 7 p.m. there is a class by Divya Prabha Didiji, who will conduct the class, and the topic is how the instance or the attitude create the atmosphere, how the transformation of the atmosphere takes place through the attitude. And then yoga will be conducted from 7 to 8 p.m. You must utilize this time. You must choose your place, and you must be in this cave of Diamond Hall. We will do the tapasya, because this Vande Matram, this phrase, this saying is applicable to you mothers. Om Shanti. Let's remember Baba for 2 minutes. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Prakash Maniji. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Prakash Maniji. The soul plays his role through the sense organs. These bodily sense organs are perishable. However, the souls are the living points of light within this body. Whose residence is in the center of the forehead. When this awareness becomes firm, it's called the soul conscious stage. This awareness becomes easy. Om Shanti.